everybody, and welcome back to another video. It is your wonderful host, Moon, or Pero, whatever you want to call me. And we are back in our Hardcore World Attempt 9. It is night, and you can already see some things have changed since the last video. There are more beds in here, and we are going to use one of those beds quickly. I also have a lot of iron things. I do not, however, have iron tools because I am being very limited with my iron usage. But you can see we have started to do some things around the village. We made a retaining wall. This retaining wall is not done. It is not close to done. It needs fences and it has other things coming to it, but the block I need, I had to look on a map to find out where it was. The block I need, which is the new pale oak wood, is way that way, like a good 2,000 or 3,000 blocks, and I do not feel like I am safe enough to do that yet. But you can see we've put some staircases in. We have iron golems of varying levels of injured around us. And we have some sheep. That's our cow pen over there. The cow pen is actually finished. I am proud of the way this has turned out. It's not supposed to look super fancy. It is a functional cow pen. It is big, it looks like a pasture, it works. We're going with it. But there has not been much change to the village yet because I don't have all the blocks I need. We have the cherry wood and we have the tough bricks, but I still need all the pale oak stuff. I have the spruce I'm using, but I don't have the dark oak I want to use either. So right now we are kind of in a limbo period of I need to get better equipped to build up the village more, but in getting better equipped, it's taking a bit of time, and I have multiple areas I need to equip myself with before I feel comfortable enough traveling over to where the pale oak and the dark oak is. We have pigs here. We have pigs here because we have a butcher inside. I turned that into a gate because the butcher kept leaving it open and driving me insane. There are 2 chickens in the pig pen. I'm not dealing with fighting that, but the pigs exist, the pigs are vibing, and we made a giant field. This field is far from done. I'm trying to get to a good vantage point. We have potatoes on that layer, we have carrots, we have a bunch of wheat. I didn't realize that was still within village limits. Ugh, I'm not dealing with that. But we have a bunch of wheat, and we need to continue it out towards the flower forest that way. I am not finished with the wheat field yet. It's one of the projects we're working on. I have a bunch of seeds in one of my chests. We also have a lot of wheat we can get, and this is the main way I am farming emeralds as of right now. I am collecting a good amount of emeralds, specifically by trading wheat. I have 2 main farmers I do this with, and I have beetroot over there that I also trade, along with the carrots and potatoes and melons, and I hopefully can trade pumpkins at some point. But the main thing that we are trading is wheat. So that's why we are extending the wheat field out that way. And that is an ongoing process of something we are doing. We also have these lovely trees growing. The pigs are going to slowly drive me insane. They might end up moved in between episodes or during an episode, but we have generally unorganized chests. We have our emeralds here, and we have a lot of the ores in this chest. I think summer ore might still be in this chest. I know there's coal, but we have all our farming stuff in this chest, as you can see, and the pork chops we're trading with the butcher, and then all the wheat seeds we've collected. In here we have all the colors of wool we have so far. I don't have cactus yet, so I'm missing 3 colors that need green dye, but once I get those, we will have all the colors. And then this is our sapling chest, and this chest is holding everything that is associated with the villager job, because I want those villagers at some point. The other thing we do not have that's holding us back right now is sugarcane. That is possibly one of the adventures we go on in this video, is on a trip to find sugarcane. I'm not sure yet. I'm debating building something down here because this is where our mine entrance is, but that goes down pretty far. We haven't made it to diamond level yet. We go down here where it reaches Y16 and we found a giant ravine. And I broke my promise last episode of not going into a ravine, but I was very careful. But we have this, we have Skulk over there. So somewhere that way is an ancient city. I'm choosing to stay over here. The only time I go near that area is there is a tuff deposit right over there that I used to make the walls. But I'm not trying to like pillar up to grab anything right now. I literally mostly only lit this up so it was safe. But we go through the ravine and down here, and I can't remember what level we made it down to. What, Y negative 22. So we have another like 34-ish levels to go before we reach diamond. I need to make more food soon. But we are doing pretty good for the beginning stages, I feel like. We obviously still have work we need to do, we have things to get done, but I'm not feeling like we are in a horribly unsafe or treacherous place right now. And I'm kind of excited with the work we've gotten done. But I did a lot of this off camera because I get really distracted on camera when I have to talk to y'all, which then causes me to mess up a bit more. Our goat escaped, by the way. The goat escaped. He's moved back to the mountain. I'm getting him in a boat at some point to get the achievement, but for right now I'm letting him just live his life on the mountain. I definitely think this has developed into being mostly a farming village. That's kind of the way it's ended up, and I am happy to go along with that. I'm not making any automated farms right now. I have a bit of redstone, but I haven't gone into the nether because I don't have diamonds yet. Okay, I know for a fact I haven't traded with you. This is not your workbench! I'm now over here looking. This is not your workbench. This villager goes to a workbench all the way over here. The villager's workbench is that one. That is not your workbench. That is not where you need to be. Oh yeah, we have bees. I need to get their honey at some point, but I'm not there yet. But this is our butcher. We can trade rabbit with him, but we don't have a rabbit farm, so we trade pork with him. And we are doing pretty well doing that. And I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. I think my goals for this episode are to level up some villagers. I want to expand the wheat farm, and otherwise we're playing it by ear. I'm also pre-recording this entire episode because I am going on a trip with my family for 10 days, I believe. I can't remember exactly how long. For New Year's, so it will be this will be the only thing I can put out during that time, pretty much. There's a cat. I haven't actually seen cats around here in a while. I have many emeralds. I'm saving them right now. I'm saving them because I want to get things with some of these job stones, and I don't know if you all can hear it, but my dog is barking in the background. I think someone just came home. This is my bed. Go get your own. There's a bed right over there. No, this is my bed. Go sleep in that bed. But I have two main wood types going into this village. There's going to be cherry and there's going to be pale oak. And everything else is kind of based around those two blocks. So we are using spruce and dark oak for contrast. We are mainly using spruce because I prefer it so much more. But dark oak will still make some appearances. And I just really like tough bricks and they go with it, so it works. I have an entire palette fully fledged out in my creative world. Well, not fully fledged out. I don't have all the detail blocks down yet, but I'm kind of starting figuring out how things are gonna be organized and go and stuff. I'm making a campfire at some point, and I'm going to make more bees. Right now, with the villagers I do not have a pumpkin trade. That is also one of the things I'm hoping to get this episode, is to level up one of the farming villagers to a pumpkin trade. This dude obviously isn't going to, but he trades melons and beetroot and wheat, so we like him. We accept him and his refusal to do pumpkins. I do have a bit of a system. We are keeping the system as best we can. I am limiting the number of cherry saplings I have in that chest. We do not need that many cherry saplings. Okay, you do potatoes and beetroot. I will grab some after that. We are going to grab some potatoes and beetroot. I just noticed that. That is incredibly dangerous. I want to expand our beetroot farm because I find beetroot really pretty, and it is a good thing to trade with the farming villagers. Because it produces about the same amount of quantity that I would get from wheat, except it's cheaper. But we then go down here. We want to get I know I'm accidentally not harvesting all the ripe ones. I harvested some unripe ones. That happens. Whoops. I'm going for speed right now. Have you just decided you're living over here? I'm gonna block this area off from you at some point. Block this area off from you and never let you come in here again. Then you have to go back to your old workbench. I'll put poisonous potatoes in here. I don't know what to do with poisonous potatoes. I am taking suggestions on anything that can be done with them, because I don't know of anything that can be done with them. I should have... There's my melon villager. I honestly... It gets annoying because I lose them sometimes, but I honestly prefer letting the villagers free roam. I find it a lot more fun, and it encourages me to actually build them places. But we are going to be back with some leveled up villagers, but I am not going to just sit here and try to talk to you all whilst I do a bunch of farming of various levels and possibly some making of sticks. I forgot to record a bunch of stuff, but right now I kind of, right over, like, that way is my village. That was our spawn area. I am over here in the savannah because we are hopping through here on a hunt for sugarcane and possibly cactus. It's been a much harder hunt than I thought it would be. I'm heading that way because usually when I find a savannah biome, it leads at least one direction into a desert or red sand or something biome like that that has cactus. And right now I think it's more likely that we find cactus than we find sugarcane with how this game is going so far. But I am in the village because I forgot a bed. So now we are moving along this way. I have the bed, I have the things. I have found a dark and dangerous cave. I also made a fishing rod because I want to make a pond when I get back to the village because we are very land trapped. I want to make a pond where we can fish. Because I somehow succeeded in getting a fishing villager over there, and I have leveled it up to the point where I need fish. I'm finding more just stone biomes, so we're gonna continue further into the savannah. We have a bed, we can sleep the night away. We do not have a shield right now. We do not have a shield right now because my shield broke and I keep forgetting to make a new one. We even have the things in our inventory to make a new shield. At this point, I'm just kind of procrastinating. Oh, armadillos. Sugarcane! We were going along the edge of the water so we could find sugarcane, and we found some, and this is incredible because I need it to make paper so I can trade with our cartographer. But we're still just continuing our way on through. Because I still need cactus. That's the other thing we're out here for. But, oh, that's what I forgot to show you guys. I did get a armorer villager, and I have diamond. I haven't gotten the diamonds to enchant it yet. These are the enchantments it came with. I got rid of the fire protection that was on the diamond leggings because that was all it was. And I'm not a fan of fire protection. I want regular protection. At this point, I'm kind of moving up this mountain to see if we can get some stuff. I'm also collecting some animal meat on the way because I'm trying to level up the butcher I have. And right now I need raw animal meat, specifically raw beef and raw mutton. So if I get the chance, I am trying to collect some of that. We have meadow biome that way, so we're just gonna try to turn some now to go this way to see if that helps. I see some more sugar cane. And I know there are salmon. Salmon aren't the fish I need right now. The trade I have right now that I'm working on with the fisherman villager is 15 card for an emerald. And I used a lot of emeralds to get the armor I'm currently wearing. We've found another savannah village. I'll do a quick look through if there's anything hugely exciting. But otherwise, we are continuing on our way around the savannah to find a whatchamacallit, so that is a desert or a beach. I'm not sure what it's gonna count as, but it has sugarcane and hopefully it has cactus. Yay! I am gonna actually pause to see what this count says. This is really exciting for me because this is kind of the main two materials that I'm lacking right now. Obviously, I have other things I'm lacking, but for the stage of the game where I'm currently at and I'm currently working on, these were the materials I needed. I'm taking some sand too. I have a almost dead shovel. There we go. But this is exciting. I'm really kind of keeping to a rule I passively made that we aren't trying to speed this along. We're really taking this at whatever pace we go at. So obviously, like, we haven't been to the Nether yet, even though we're starting to get to the point where the Nether might be something we start considering. But I'm just not there. I really enjoy taking this game slowly. Golden apple I will take. I don't want. Oh, it now explains what the protections are. So this like says plus 0.15 knockback resistance or minus 60% burn time. That is cool. Back near base, I made signs to tell me where things were in the mine shaft, and whilst doing that, I forgot to record the entire thing. But it was probably also good that I didn't record any of it because I was very on and off in the middle of the mine shaft because I was doing that all on Christmas Eve. It's now currently Christmas Day when we are doing this stuff. I should go over here and check if we're even in a desert before I keep exploring out that way. We are in a desert. I'm going very minorly in this direction, see if we see anything. If not, head back. I see another desert well. I also see a scary giant ravine. Desert temple. That is what I was just seeing if we could find one of whilst we were here. this is the tower we need to get out. And we're going to bed quickly. I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting in the chests, but I'm pretty good with villager jobs right now, and I mainly just want their hay bales. I don't have the materials yet that I'm collecting cats. I do want to get there at some point. Once we get back from our adventure, I do have a lot of very exciting things to show you that have happened within the village that I was specifically doing off camera. And the reason I was specifically doing those things off camera was because they were not interesting to do on camera. I'm not grabbing the green dye because I have cactuses that I can farm and I can smelt into green dye. So I don't feel the need exactly to honestly make it into green dye. After this though, we are going on another adventure of I really need to go out to the pale oak biome and the dark oak biome to get those saplings. But we need to stop by home first to drop this stuff off. So we'll do that, but I do really need to honestly go up. The camel might be coming back with us. One moment, I will take the lectern. I will take the lectern because right now I do not have a lectern. I might be back for these books. Camel, you can just hang out while I grab stuff. I don't have a lead on me. I was not expecting to go into the desert and find a camel. That was honestly not part of the plan for today. This is a very interesting on-fire village. But we got a lot of hay bales, which we can trade for emeralds. And who knows, maybe we'll level up a farming villager in the process. I don't right now plan to turn my farming villagers or any of my villagers really into zombies. That might be something we do later on down the road. But as of right now, that is not in the plans. I'm going in here to grab the books. Camel, come back here. We go this way. we kind of have this big birch forest as the main biome between us and our home. So we are only a biome away pretty much. It is like very intermingled with a regular forest, but we could technically use solely this birch forest and get back home. I have a fun question for you guys actually. How do you like your hot chocolate? I like to make a big mug, and I like to crush 1 or 2 candy canes to put in it. And then I'll put in a mix of the crushed candy canes and the hot cocoa powder. And then I will use boiled water to fill up about 3/4 or so of the cup, and then I will finish filling the mug or cup or whatever you want to call it up with about 1/4 of the cup of milk. So it's a very big full glass of hot chocolate, and it'll have a nice amount of milk in it, but I won't have to worry about the stress and anxiety about cooking milk and making sure it's not burning. We're running into a problem area. Can I find my way around this problem area? Hold on, yes I can. Haha. We're back home! We're just barely blocked by trees. We're back home! This is our village! This is your new home, everybody! So Camel, you're going to go live in the cow pasture with the horse I have. And Pups, I will sit you down in a minute. I will probably use a lead. I will be using a lead to keep the camel in. Give me a moment to get there. I'm just gonna set that down for now. That in there, along with that. That can go in there, that can go in there, that. These I know actually have a place right now. I have some leads in one of these chests. Where are they? They're right there. Come here, camel. Nope. Please stay in or around the cow pen. Dogs can come back this way. I always get nervous about placing my dogs on non-full blocks, like path blocks or carpet, Because there's this weird glitch one time in Minecraft that I lost a bunch of dogs to, where dogs would suffocate in carpet. Like, I would place my dog on a little dog bed I'd made out of carpet in one of my homes, and suddenly I would log in and it was suffocating. So it now just stresses me out, honestly, to leave a dog. Yeah, I needed to do that and that. And we go here. And I have one other villager who sells wheat. You. I now have golden carrots from you. Exciting. But now I'm going to make all this into bread. Take that. Make more villagers. Okay. So I've started making a barrier wall here. And this is going to be a much more basic barrier wall than that one. But the hill here was just weird and on a slant that I didn't like. This just makes me feel better, and I'll be able to more easily fence it off to keep the villagers from walking off the edge of it. But giant wheat field. And we have our carrots going on along there, and then our potatoes. And I might terraform out some of this to increase the potato area. We have pumpkins and melons and beetroot. And we're going right over here to do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna plant 9 cacti. And I'm not making an automatic farm just yet. I do plan to make an automatic farm, but I think that's gonna take me a bit to get to. I need to smelt 3 of my cactus now. And here's the thing, I've traded out all my coal. So this furnace is gonna run for a while. Where's my butcher? Butcher, 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 Mr. Butcher. And you see, I'm just trying to level him up a bit more. Please take some food. The pigs live here. They are moving at some point because they are going to drive me insane if they stay within the village. That goes there, that goes there. But we have a lot of beds, so we can have a lot of villagers. But this is our fisherman. Our fishermen we can now get fires from instead of crafting them. I traded some coal and string to level up to the apprentice. I'm trying to get him to journeyman right now, I think is the next level. I'm gonna fill up this with water. And I think I need to make a new, what is it? A new potato farm villager because mine has disappeared. Mine has disappeared and I honestly don't know where he is. one of these. Does the azure make... Nope, we need to do that. We make cyan. We need to make one white dye. I will put one meal there. This one goes back in there. That's it. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to make 3 baby sheeps. I want to extend their pen at some point because they are getting cramped, but we now have all the wool colors, to the best of my knowledge, because that would be green, light green, cyan, and yeah, that's all the colors. So that is exciting. That was something I was working towards, but here's my armorer. Here's a master. He sells me diamond armor. I sacrificed a lot of iron to him specifically, and emeralds. Iron and emeralds were the 2 things I traded with him the most. And then I took the iron armor I got, and because I already had a good pair, I smelted the iron and chainmail armor down into iron nuggets, which I then crafted once I had 9 into iron bars. But I came across an uh-oh. You know how I mentioned there was the stuff up there that was bad? Yeah, I found the ancient city. I found the ancient city and I'm not sure what to do about this. We're going to stay crouching. We're going to stay crouching. I was hoping I wouldn't run into this. I was hoping it was that way more. We seem to be just out of the reach of the screechers, or screamers, or whatever they're called for right now. We're staying away from it. I'm, like, so nervous now, I'm not even remembering words correctly. To actually touch. So you know what? If we get to the end of this, I need to come up with a new series, because if we die to this warden right now, then officially we have done the task of this series. Suddenly, the placement of blocks feels so much louder. I'm so glad I do not have any mods on right now. Because I would be absolutely terrified. If I had to worry about the voice mod. Like, even without having the voice mod, I'm still whispering. Like, that is how nervous I am right now about this. So we have some soul torches, saddle, we got an echo shard, we got Riptide 1. Let's go this way. Just don't let any blocks fall. Say goodbye to that block. We are not going back for it. I just realized there is Shrieker right over there. We are so lucky that didn't go off. This is a huge city. I want to say that. This is a huge city. You know what? If we defeat the Ender Dragon, I will consider coming back here and excavating the city. Like looting it for all it's worth, digging a giant hole down to where you can see the city from the top of the mine. Not top of the mine, what's it called? Ground level. I will do all of that. I will even like fix up the city and make it all pretty if we defeat the Ender Dragon. And do you want to know why I'm letting us have that goal? Because I don't think we're going to defeat the Ender Dragon. Yeah, I am so terrified. We are grabbing cobblestone stairs now. Let's grab these. And then we need that and that. And these can go there. I'm honestly like almost at the point of being nauseous. I'm so scared. Let's have some golden apples nearby in our hot bar. I have a bunch of sheep now. I could go across to the other tower with some wool, break that shrieker and sound sensor. But you know, for right now, I think that is going to be a project for never. As of where we are right now. Yeah. Okay, I still need a lot of stairs. I'm leaving that for right now. I would like to finish my bridge through the ancient city, please. feels almost like the blocks are echoing as I break them, or as I place them. Is that supposed to be a thing? I thought I heard a noise for a moment. Please tell me that was just a skulk breaking noise and not a "we know you're here, we're coming for you" noise. I want to get a good way past this before I start making the stairs down again. What are we on right now? We're on 37. I need to get down to 53. I want to go I'm curious. I want to go explore that, but no. That is how we end the series. Oh, we found another cave. You know, I was kind of all excited to just mine straight deepslate. We found a diamond. Nice. That's not as exciting considering we just found a cave. I just wanted to mine the boring deepslate, please. Could I just mine the boring deepslate without the cave, please? What's your favorite Christmas movie to watch, or like go-to Christmas movie? I'm always curious. I would say I like some of the newer movies, but my go-to when I think of a Christmas movie will always be, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My go-to Christmas movie will always be the like old claymation ones. My favorite, like my absolute favorite, is A Year Without a Santa Claus. But I also really enjoy, what is it, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town is the one where it's like the magical origin story of Santa Claus, or Frosty is fun. That doesn't really fit in with the others, but Frosty is a fun little cartoon. Or, when I watch a good bit of also that I watched recently with my family actually is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I started making joking theories in the middle of it. My parents did not appreciate it, but I can't remember his name now, but the elf that wanted to be the dentist, I kept wanting, well, I kept actually saying to my parents that he wasn't an elf, or he was only half elf, because he was the only male elf with blonde hair, or hair in general. And my parents were saying, yeah, because he's different and stuff. And I was like, no, 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 he's just not an elf. He doesn't have the pointed ears of an elf either. But then I was a little bit more respectful because then the girl elves came out and they did have long blonde hair. And I was like, you know what? Maybe he's half elf or trans. He's either trans or half elf. And that was about where I left it. No, even if he was, he's still half elf because, again, there's the problem of he has round-tipped ears, not the pointy-tipped ones. But my parents were definitely just getting done with me by the end of that. I was suggesting, I was like very strong on my theory of this. There's no way he's just a normal cis male elf. I mean, my parents also weren't appreciating that I was getting very entertained about how inaccurate the